How you doing, Candorians? This is Candor, and I'm doing this video, very quick, not Proco, but PSI. Ladies and gentlemen, all I'm gonna put out this time is just basically a disclaimer that I'm sick and tired of society, um, specifically man hating. Seriously, literally, it's just become a really stupid concept. I don't know if women do it purposefully. A lot of women probably just do it for the hype or whatever. But society's gotten to the point where um, men are being blamed for everything under the sun. We are dysfunctional. We have no rights. We should not have rights. Crap like that. I've even seen one where it was the most horrifying thing, where this girl is basically saying that we have no right to have our rights, that we should be stripped of them, we should become basically male concubines. I'm laughing my ass off, going, "What the fuck is this shit?" I can't remember what her name was, and even if I said it, I don't want to get in trouble for it, for even mentioning her, but like, I'm pretty sure there's more than a few of those type of videos where women are basically demonetizing men. And honestly, we women, sorry, we men, I apologize. We men, I'm a dude. My brain went. Anyway, I feel horrible for those men that are being demonetized and left and right, back and forth, either in social media or in courtrooms, to the point where they go into a courtroom knowing they're going to be losing either their money, out of alimony. They're losing their freedom because some girl basically accused him of rape when it was a very appropriate parent that a lot of times, mind you, the girl instigated it, and she's basically saying, "Oh, it was rape. It was totally rape." It's like, dude, I am not. I'm not ever, and I do repeat myself, ever gonna love the idea of some dude raping a girl. No, the point I'm putting out right now is I hate those women that have to use that one word, and I just said it like twice, so don't demonetize me or nothing. That word becomes a mega trigger, and mind you, I get it. It's a horrifying concept, and I hate someone that did it. The fact that someone considered doing it in general, like they did it and they're like, "Oh, dude, I just slammed this girl," and I'm like, "Oh, she was struggling, but it was so great." Dude, that's not something you should be, like, your buds should have been like, "The fuck? You did what now?" Dude, you better turn yourself in. And I'm being dead serious on this, because like, if someone like had any kind of brain in their fucking skull, they should have said, "Dude, turn yourself in, and we're not even friends anymore. We're not gonna be friends anymore because of this." The fact that you did that crap to someone and you are blatantly laughing about it, I never want to see you ever again. That would be my personal thought process. I'm like, I have no reason why I want to be near you again, because, oh, you are the most horrible person in the world. And thing about women is, you don't realize one thing. Women, there's such a thing as rape the other way too. Women can actually rape men. See, rape, and I know I'm keep saying it, because guess what? It's a word. Stop being so fucking pussies about it. It pisses me off when people fucking get pissed off when they hear a damn word. Look, I get it. It's a horrible word, but you don't have to get offended every fucking time somebody says it. So shut the fuck up. Anyway, so what I'm pissed off about is the fact that women use it as a fucking weapon. And that's more than a few things that they use as a weapon. They use alimony. They use the fucking child. They use kids as weapons, basically saying, "Hey, you better either you give me more money than the courts allow, or you'll never see the baby again." I've heard so many stories where the woman basically did that and treated the kid like crap. Like the kid is basically malnourished, um, treated like vermin, and the entire time the woman is living off the alimony or whatever, or the freaking I call it blood money, because literally you're extracting this guy's well earned money just for him to be told, "I don't think you need to see the baby, but you said I could." No, I was like, "No, I said you might be able to." It's like, dude, no. I used to think, if I ever got into the situations, you know what? I was like, you know what? How's this? You write down exact wording, how this is gonna work. I'll do it. There you go. Write down. See, personally, I write down the contract, and I have my lawyer, his lawyer, and all her lawyer, whatever. I have 4 signatures, her and mine, and the lawyers. It's legal. It's fucking legal. If that was the case, I don't ever want it to get that far. See, that's to the point where it's far into the future, way over here, right over here. No, I want it to stay right here, where it's the point where I'm with this girl. We have amazing time together. We're even having we're maybe even having a kid together. We're gonna have a baby, and we are happy together. We're giggling. I'm petting her belly. I was like talking to the newborn, talking to the baby, going, "You're gonna be so cute when you come out." It's like, oh, that crap. Yes, I want that. But the thing is, all women these days, all they and I'm really trying not to be sexist. I'm really not, but it really has been mostly the women these days, putting out, like, I've seen so many podcasts, like even scraps of podcasts, where women basically um, tell their versions, and it's literally the most horrifying thing, that where women are basically saying that we women are trash. We have no rights to have what we have, that crap. And the entire time, the men are just horrified. It's like, honey, you're basically telling me that you would basically screw over the dude just because he has a dick. Yeah, I'm horrified too. I'm flabbergasted, thinking, then what is my incentive to be with you? Seriously. And of course, the girl would be like, "Because I'm pretty." Okay. You do realize your beauty is only skin deep. Literally. To the point where you might be pretty now, which, by the way, conventionally, sure. But how long is that going to take? You're not a vampire. You can't be beautiful forever. I hate people. I hate people that automatically think that they can get away with shit just because they have amazing figures or a beautiful face or whatever. It's like, I got an amazing body. Yeah. Have a couple of kids and see what happens to it. Seriously. You might have an hourglass figure with like an amazing, ratio to ass to tit ratio. I'm making a joke here. But guess what? That fades when you have children. That, that, at the very least, you're gonna gain 10, 20 pounds, at least, unless you work out, and that's one thing that's cool. And look, don't get me wrong, there are women that preserve their figure even after pregnancy, and that's awesome. That's awesome. But like I said, vast majority of the time, your figure is going to be wrecked when you have a baby. Yeah. And frankly, I mean, honestly, you're carrying around like another what, uh, another 6 or 7 pounds, and you are gaining weight because you're trying to eat literally for two, if not three, depending on whether or not you have twins or triplets even. The point is, you're eating not only to help your child be able to eat, but you also eating enough for you to eat. So literally, like I said, you're eating for, let's just say two, because that's a safe number. I mean, like I said, I don't know if you're having a twin or even triplets, and it's possible. Like I said, it's possible because it's happened before, more than a few times, uh, historically. I mean, I've known a few friends that had triplets, and it was crazy. I'm like, dude, how do you do it? And she goes, don't ask, don't ask. And I'm like, fair enough. But like I said, this woman, and this is one of the few things that I'm gonna tell you. Women are amazing people. They are. They fucking are. But the thing is, you're only amazing when, and I'm gonna be really straight with you. I feel like the moment you start basically telling the guy that he has to pay for everything or he has to handle everything just because you're in a certain condition, like for instance, there are women that basically try to get the guy to, you know do everything, like he has to work for everything, and she gets pissed because, where's my spending money? I had to get food for all of us. I had to pay the rent. I had to pay the car. I had to pay electricity. I had to pay the gas. I had to pay the water. Then where's my spending? There is no spending money. I work just enough to make sure that we are fed and kept in this house. I had to I had to pay all the goddamn bills. And what do you do? What do you do for fun? I sit here and look pretty for you. How does that benefit me? See, that's another thing that I saw in these videos, that where the guy is basically telling these girls, these podcasts, basically is like, what kind of value do you put into the relationship? What value? And no, and what and I agree with that on the consensus of, if you're gonna be oh, if you're gonna be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm not gonna give craps to stay-at-home moms because like my mom is a stay-at-home mom. Um, but there are circumstances. Obviously, there are circumstances. What if the mom can't work for health reasons? My mom had that thing where she couldn't work for health reasons, but we had help. And yes, yeah, government assistance. Hey, I still work. And yeah, if you guys didn't already notice, where, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. Point is, I work. Mind you, it's not one of those jobs that gives you a 10 grand paycheck every month. No. No. I'm barely getting a tenth of that a month, but it's good enough to eat. It's good enough to have food on the table. Just barely, but yeah. Differences, folks. I don't get berated for it. I don't like my life is decent enough. Mind you, I want to have a family. And what I mean by family, I want to have a relationship with someone that we can actually, maybe even start thinking about having kids. But the thing is, I don't trust women these days anymore because of the fact that they're all, I've noticed a lot of they're all, the ones I've met anyway, are all gold diggers. Seriously. All they want to do is try to basically use you. I saw this one video where it's this guy in his car, and he's talking to all these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fucking women, but every single one of them are materialistic. He's basically saying, so basically, you're telling me that I need to pay you for the privilege of being with you. Well, how's that different from being a whore? Seriously, and that was my thought. It's like, how is that different from being a whore? That I have to pay you to even be, acknowledged by you. And she gets horrified, saying, it's like, well, I was like, you gotta take me shopping, get some Gucci. I'm like, the fuck, dude. Yeah, that attitude is not gonna fly. No dude with any kind of self-respect is gonna go, sure, cool. Sweetheart, you're not that pretty. Yeah, you're fucking gorgeous on the outside, but on the inside, you look like a fucking Mongol mess. You look so disgusting. No, don't do it. Know your worth, honey. Know your worth. And believe me, knowing your worth has nothing to do with going up to a dude and tell them, you need to buy me a Gucci or else I won't spread my legs for you. Yeah, that's not knowing your worth. Knowing your worth basically says know your limits, guys. Know know what you bring to the table in a relationship. And if you think being pretty is any kind of consolation, don't, because it's not. It's just being in a relationship. It's more than just being pretty. Being in a relationship is being with someone that you can be vulnerable with, be be happy with. The fact that you could only say the fact that you can only say that you are beautiful, and that's the only thing you need to attribute. You are the cheapest shit in the universe if you think that's the case. Anyway, thank you, and thank you for checking out my videos. And putting my I'm sorry for putting my phone, my hand, on my phone. Um, but yeah. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for checking out my videos. And one last tidbit is have accountability, guys. And accountability, the one thing I'll always want to say is accountability is basically knowing when you effed up and you have to clean up your own fucking mess. Ladies and gentlemen, do so. Knowing that you have to fix what you did wrong, starting with society. Please, guys, help me fix society. Help me show me the pretty ones. But they're not that damn goddamn pretty. They're the most ugliest creatures in the universe if you look deep, deep inside. Because believe me, guys, as those pretty ones are the most shallow person. So shallow that if you put your finger in a tub of them, specifically, this is how shallow they are. You won't even feel a goddamn thing. That's how shallow they are. You won't feel a microbe of moisture, of how, because they're not deep. They think they are, but they're not. Anyway, take care, guys. I love you all. And like always, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, well, if you can't be careful, who knows? You might be swindled into a marriage scam. It's possible. And to avoid that, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And make sure you know your worth. Because you're all, believe it or not, I actually believe that a lot of you are worth it. I sincerely do. Take care.